Hey guys, something I've never tried before. A first strike ration. This is menu number 8. Thank you, Kyle, a subscriber who sent this to me. We've already opened a cold weather MRE. We're gonna get after this one. This is exciting. So as we get these out, we're gonna see what's in them. And then I'm gonna tell you how the Army developed these things. So first of all, we've got a plastic bag. I don't know if that's for trash or for leftovers for later. I'm not quite sure about that. We've got orange-based beverage powder, chocolate banana muffin top, energy gum. It has caffeine in it. The old fat-free mayonnaise. Ugh. Nutritious energy bar, Mocha, BBQ Chicken Sandwich, vanilla dairy shake powder. Ooh, I've had one of those. I like those. Cheddar cheese crackers, accessory packet, filled French toast, nut raisin mix, Italian breadsticks fat-free, teriyaki beef strips. Man, there's a lot of food here. Of course, it is a 24-hour ration. We got our spoon, cinnamon applesauce, and albacore white tuna. There's a lot of food there, and you have to keep in mind it's for a 24-hour period. So we can eat it in whatever order we want to. There's no divine order. There's not a lunch and a supper and a breakfast. But the reason the Army came up with these, and it was an Army specific thing, was that they found in operations like Desert Storm, things like that, troops would get into action, and the first 24 to 72 hours of any battle plan is very critical. And the way that particular battle went, especially, it was lots on the move. The DOD is Department of Defense, found that guys would go through, they'd be issued 3 MREs for a 24-hour period. And they go through their MREs and throw out the extra accessory packs, go through stuff they didn't like, get rid of it, because you're having to tote all this stuff. You're having to walk a lot of this stuff in if you're a standard in the Marine Corps, be an 0311, a grunt or a rifleman. And that you just don't need that extra weight. So they realized when battalions would get ready to move out, there'd be all this mountain of food and paraphernalia left behind. So they thought there's got to be a better way to do this. So they came up with the first strike ration. And the idea is, let's get rid of this extra stuff that we don't need. So for example, we've got 1 spoon. You only need 1 spoon for 24 hours. You just hang on to the spoon, right? You don't need 3. So they got rid of the extra weight. And in fact, it reduced the weight that you're carrying on your back by 50%. In the traditional MREs, it took 15 cases of MREs to feed 60 troops for 24 hours. With these new first strike rations, you can feed 63 troops for 24 hours, and it only takes 7 cases. So it really is a 50% in weight and volume savings. And when you're getting ready logistically to send troops out, that's huge. That's a really big thing. If you've read anything about military history, they say the Army runs on its stomach, and you've got to be able to get food to the troops. What a cool way to do it. One of the other things that I see as we're looking through this stuff, so many of these things, they're trans fat free and fat free, and that reduces the calories, which on the one hand, I don't like it for long term, but if you're moving fast and you're trying to get somewhere quickly and you don't want to stop and take time to heat things up, there is an advantage to that. So on the 3 MREs, there are about 3,800 calories total. And with this meal here, there's about 2,900 calories. So not only is it less in volume, but it's less caloric intake, which if it's for long term, I don't like that idea, but if you're moving and you need to stay alert and keep going, you don't want to be bogged down by a bunch of heavy food. If I'm out in the field, I'm moving, maybe we're stopping just for a second to rest, I'm going to take a little drink of water, but then I'm also going to make one of my drinks. Get the old Marine Corps canteen out. I guess I can mix Marine Corps paraphernalia with Army rations. Nobody will mind too much. Yeah, I cleaned that out pretty good too. Now this, again, this is meant, see the orange in there? But this is meant to be able to just pour right into the packeting here. So I'm going to add the water to my canteen cup simply to get that powder made into orange drink. And we're going to pour it all into here and drink it the way they would be drinking it out in the field. I might let it set a little bit just to get mixed up good. And I'm thinking, because of all the stuff I opened, the least favorite, at least that I've tried of this stuff before, is the tuna. If I'm in the field and I couldn't trade to somebody else for it, I am going to take my fat-free mayonnaise, open up the tuna, and get rid of it first. That way I have everything good to look forward to. And let's take a look at what our tuna looks like. Again, keeping in mind that I know it's supposed to be eaten in the packet. That's, you know, it's your standard white tuna. It looks decent. In fact, you know, I'm going to pray first here. Father, thank you for this food, the way you provide it for me. I ask you to bless it to my body, that I could use it for good throughout the day. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
Well, let's give it a whirl here. That's not bad, just like that. Let's see if we have some salt here in our accessory pack. Creamer, moist towelette, moist towelette. Oh, we got 3 moist towelettes. Little sugar, Bill's Brew to go with the creamer. Oh, there's our salt. We got matches. Don't know why we need matches except for lighting up a smoke, I guess. Toilet paper and gum. We already know we have some caffeinated gum as well. So let's take a little bit of salt. This would be kind of a tough thing, I think, to have your salt, use a little bit of it, and then want to keep it for later. Let's see here. That made it better, definitely. All right, we got the fat-free mayonnaise. I already know what I think about this, but it's just so runny. It's not like a real deal mayonnaise.
Looks like a white cheese, white cheddar,
Yeah.
like melted cheese, not even mayonnaise.
Maybe I should just have it in my mind that it's going to be cheese. I don't know. Try to talk myself into it. Let's see here. Yeah, it's just weird tasting.
It's against nature, basically, that fat-free mayonnaise.
It's not even like Miracle Whip, because it has like a sweeter. It's just an odd. Yeah, I don't care for that. But you know what? If I'm eating on the run, I might just squeeze that stuff in there and keep moving and just horse it down. Definitely want to cleanse the old palate on this one. Whew. All right. You know what? For video purposes, we're going to pour this out. That got just about everything out of there.
Chunky.
It is kind of chunky, isn't it? Again, I don't want to add too much water because then it can dilute it too much and then it just tastes like weak Gatorade. Not half bad. Yeah, you can finish mixing it up in your mouth good. That was just about the right amount of water. Oh, there's something in there. Next, let's open up a few crackers, see what we think about these. Be interesting to see what these crackers are like. Oh, I've seen these. What are
like
they?
Pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
When I was little, we used to eat those all the time.
That's good. That's quite good. You want to try one of those?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. You know, these would be good with that tuna.
Mm-hmm.
It'd actually be like having tuna and crackers. I love tuna on crackers. Well.
No, I'm used to the pizza flavored ones, but yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking if I'm on the move, that might have done me just fine. Just a few crackers, some tuna, an orange drink, and keep flying down the road. When I was in active duty in the Marine Corps, I was in intelligence, and we got to drive Jeeps at least wherever we went. Sometimes I had my CDL. I could drive up to a 5-ton truck. That was kind of scary. We always had gear and stuff we had to take with us. So in a Jeep we'd have a trailer, which is where I got good at backing up a trailer. The big trucks would have a lot of big gear in them too. So I didn't actually have to walk many places at all. I got to drive a Jeep or a big truck. But I can see that these would be nice. I'd be trying to eat this while I'm driving, I think. Well, now I'm kind of curious about this. We've got our French toast here, filled French toast. So here is some French toast. I'm thinking that doesn't look a lot different than a lot of other pastry type items. It's just flavored differently. Smells like pancake with maple syrup on it. It's not bad. Not terribly dry. That's nice. You can see in the middle there's a layer of frosting or something. A little too much bread for the flavoring, I think. But again, you're moving. You got to keep going. Not a bad addition. Grab the next thing here. Chocolate banana nut muffin top. Now I do like the idea of just the muffin top and not the whole darn muffin. The tops are always the best. Now that looks pretty good. See here? I see nuts. Give that a try. Yes, I can taste the banana. Definitely the chocolate. Not bad. It's a little dry, but a little water from the canteen would make it just fine. I'm kind of surprised because I don't typically like chocolate stuff. You can ask my wife. But this with the nuts and bananas is pretty darn good. I'd eat that. One thing for sure, now I'm taking this stuff out of the packages, but I think I'd probably be leaving a lot of this, like the muffin top and the waffle. I'd be keeping that in the package and kind of squeezing it up because it is quite messy on the hands. And if you're having to do other things, that might impede your ability. Next thing we've got here, oh, look at that. 2 teriyaki beef jerky, beef steak. It's going to be a little thicker than jerky, a little more water left in it. Yeah, it smells good. Not a big smell like when you open up a big bag of jerky, but that's good. Again, when you're moving, I can see myself driving, munching down on this thing.
Yeah, that would be really a nice thing to have, a couple sticks of beef jerky.
Yep, definitely. You want to try a bite?
Sure.
Not bad, huh? Flavor's not bad.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a weird flavor to me, actually.
Oh, is there? To me, it's kind of like you know how you can get the bags of steak strips, they call them? They're real moist, and then you have jerky that's real dry. It's kind of like halfway between the jerky and the strips. All right. Ooh, BBQ Chicken Sandwich.
That's a thin sandwich. What the?
This looks a lot like that pastry we just had. I can smell some kind of honey barbecue in there for sure.
Oh.
Oh, look at all the chicken in there.
That's weird.
Think chicken paste, I'm guessing. That's really disappointing. Wow.
What the heck is that?
You know, what you'd want to do, I think what I'd be doing, I'd pop that, look at that.
What? That's ridiculous.
I'd be doing this.
That is ridiculous. You don't give that to troops.
That's tough. That's too bad. Yeah. Boy, I don't think I'd like menu number 8. Italian breadsticks. I'm not sure if there's any sauce or anything I get to eat these breadsticks with. It looks remarkably similar. You know, what? No.
Is
there cheese spread or anything? I don't think I had anything.
Like, where's all the meat?
That bread is not bad flavor. In fact, what you do, here's what you do. You pop the honey chicken, right? You pull out the paste.
That's just gnarly.
And then you, depends on how hungry I was. Yeah, not too good of a thing there. We got our cinnamon applesauce. Let's see what cinnamon applesauce looks like. Of course, these are designed where I can just do the, suck it right out. Ugh. No, not cool.
I feel like I should look away.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and taste one more taste. No. That's unfortunate. Golly.
This is starting to make me mad, this crappy food given our troops.
I tell you, I'm glad I wasn't in the Army. Here we go. Mocha flavored, nutritious energy bar. It's got caffeine in it. So it is a, oh, look at this.
What? What is?
Looks like taffy. Oh. Yeah, it's. First of all, I don't care for mocha. Second of all, at my age, I don't need to be eating that. It's like a taffy kind of a thing. Nah.
This MRE is really going downhill.
Boy, it's not going anywhere good, that's for sure. Well, I think nut raisin mix with pan-coated chocolate discs. What the hell's
Pan
it's pan. Man, I had high hopes for this thing. I thought it was going to be really tasty. Let's see what a pan chocolate disc looks like. I see hazelnuts. I see raisins.
Is that a fancy word for M&Ms?
Oh, sure.
Chocolate disc. Start calling them chocolate discs now.
So we got an almond, a raisin, Virginia peanuts. Ooh, here's a walnut. This is the best thing in the meal so far. This and the orange drink. Okay, we got a vanilla dairy shake powder. This has the resealable top right across there like a sandwich bag. We'll pour our water in. So we'll get some, that should be just right. Seal it up. I'm going to leave a little air in it so it can move around good. All right, so let's see what this looks like. I'm supposed to just drink it right out of the bag, but I want you guys to get a visual. Most of the orange is out of there. So let's just see what a vanilla dairy shake looks like. I should have left some of that orange and made me an orange sickle shake. You can see got some chunks in there still. That's good. Yeah, check that. That's just a good looking. If it were a little colder, it's like I took a milkshake from Sonic and let it set out for an hour. That's good. That's nice and sweet. You know what we're going to do? I got this Bill's Brew, which is good coffee. We're going to add the old Bill's Brew to our vanilla shake and come up with whatever kind of fancy drink they call those in a coffee shop. I really don't know.
A latte or something.
Yeah.
Vanilla latte.
Let's see if we can get that to dissolve good. Make us a vanilla latte.
With a little hint of orange.
This might take a while to dissolve.
Now it looks like an Oreo something.
You know what? That might be not too shabby. All right, I'm up for it. Let's see what happens. So a little Oreo coffee shake here. I don't know why people would order these at a Starbucks.
They're mostly coffee with a little bit of
yeah, that's not so good. I mean, it's all right. Because I like coffee, but I don't like to crunch my coffee. And I like the vanilla shake. Whew. Well, let's give I want to see if energy gum tastes any different from regular gum. Got to cleanse the palate first. I got a lot of coffee and vanilla swirling around there. All right. It says it has 5 pieces and 100 milligrams of caffeine per piece. I think that's about a medium cup of coffee. It's blue. It smells good. It smells minty. Smells like the dentist's office.
Can I try one?
Sure. It's good gum.
Yeah.
Okay, now, let's do a quick comparison.
Thank you.
Here's to you. To me, there's a little bit of a different flavor to the caffeinated gum. This is just more plain sweet gum. That other is, I don't know, ended up having a little bit of a, like I say, it kind of reminded me of the smell of the dentist office or something for some reason. But the regular gum is pretty good. Well, guys, I have to tell you, number one, I'm glad I wasn't in the Army. Because if you threw this stuff at me, now there are other first strike meals, and maybe some of the other ones are better, but it's mostly bread. And I'm just not, see, even the ants don't want it. Look at that, that ant is running away from it. I'd be disappointed. I think, give me my MREs and let me go through them and keep what I want. But don't try to pawn this stuff out on me. That's my opinion. If I were hungrier, maybe it would matter, but I haven't eaten for over 12 hours, and this still is not that good. So, Kyle, thanks for sending it to me. I appreciate it. It makes me know, for me, I wouldn't want these in an emergency situation if I have another choice, and I certainly wouldn't want to take one of these with me into like a camping situation where I do have a lot of choices and I can plan ahead of time. First strike meal for me, not so good.